You are connected to the wireless on around the world with Sibahle Kutshwa. Today here in studio we have a special guest who is a tour operator as well as a tour guide. I am talking about Mr. Dunell Bosch. Welcome to the show, Mr. Dunell Bosch, and how are you?
Thank you very much. I'm absolutely wonderful. And you?
I'm good, thanks. Mr. Bosch, please tell us, what do you specialize in as Afri Dew Tours?
First of all, thank you for having me on the show. It's an absolute pleasure being here. So, what do I offer?
Yes.
So, I'm a tour operator in Gqeberha and Port Elizabeth area in the Eastern Cape, and also a tour guide. So, as a business, as a tour operator, we offer all local tours in terms of city tours, historical sites of Port Elizabeth, and then also the city meander tour, which takes you around Port Elizabeth. We've got such a natural a beauty in the area that we have to include Addo Elephant National Park, which is an absolute gem in this area. So that's one of our most popular tours. Addo Elephant National Park, Kragakama is also there. And obviously you have sandcops with the penguins going around the coast. The coastal area in Port Elizabeth itself is absolutely amazing. That's without saying a Sundays River, Kirkwood, Addo sort of area, and all the way up to the highest bungee bridge in the world, Blowcrones Bridge. So that we cover that entire area, all the way up to Tsitsikamma and Jeffreys Bay and Francis Bay. So it's quite a broad spectrum of tours that we offer in Port Elizabeth.
Okay. Which department are you working in Afri Dew Tours?
Now, I'm the CEO of Afri Dew Tours, and I'm also an active employee.
Mm-hmm.
I do most of the guiding work with regards to Addo and city tours and one-day tours up to Tsitsikamma and the Garden Route sort of area.
Mm-hmm.
And I have a few colleagues that's part of the industry that we work together. If you can want to put it like that, we share information, marketing, and resources. So I'm an active employee in the business,
Mm-hmm.
although I'm the CEO as
Yeah.
well. I love traveling. So guiding is one of my passions. I've been in the industry since 2007. So it's
Wow.
been a great journey.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm actively involved in the business as such.
Which place do you usually take people to?
The most popular in the Eastern Cape would be Addo Elephant National Park and then the malaria-free game reserves. This is the malaria-free zone, the Eastern Cape and the Western Cape. Um, So, Addo Elephant National Park and the game reserves in this area, your Makala, Shamwaris, Pumba, Karigas, Kwandwes, they are all very, very popular with international clientele. So that would be our two biggest draw cards for the Eastern Cape sort of area, and then obviously Jeffreys Bay,
Mm-hmm.
the Billabong Surfing Festival of Africa, which is literally half an hour from us. And then Tsitsikamma is absolutely amazing. So that's our sort of tours that we offer, the most popular ones.
Mm. How do you keep visitors happy and enthusiastic for their journeys?
You've got to keep your tours exciting,
Mm-hmm.
and make your tours exciting for the guests and show them and tell them as much as possible. We're the ambassadors of the industry. We are the first faces that
Yeah.
international clientele meet and see when they get off a plane. So we tell them what's happening and we show them the best places, and
Mm-hmm.
also we tell them the reality of South Africa. So you got to keep them entertained, keep your tours light, keep it informative. Conservation is quite a big thing for most of us today. So luckily, most of our clientele that we have in South Africa coming into the Eastern Cape sort of area are very much interested in nature, in wildlife. So that keeps them very, very happy.
Mr. Daniel, what is your favorite tour so far?
Sure, that's a tough one. For the Eastern Cape,
Yes.
has to be Addo Elephant National Park. It's a big seven park. It was established in 1931 to conserve or to look after conservation of the elephants.
Mm-hmm.
And it's world renowned. There's over 800 elephants in that national park, and they started off in 1931 with only 11 elephants in
Mm-hmm.
this area. So it's a huge success story. They've just introduced a few lions as well, so it's an amazing place to go to. Most of our clientele, I would say 90%, would do Addo for this region of Port Elizabeth. If you're talking about the garden route closer to from Port Elizabeth to George, I would say the most popular would be Tsitsikamma in that region. Brokran's Bungee is very popular, and the crag sort of area because most of your awareness centers and your sanctuaries are there. You know, Taniqua is there, Birds of Eden, Monkeyland, the Elephant Sanctuary is down there. Pletchman Bay is an amazing place to go to. Pletchman Bay, Knysna is probably your two most popular towns on the garden route. And loads to do and see there. Robert Peninsula with over 4,000 seals there. Whale watching in that area. Down with Marlin at Ocean Safari. That's an amazing thing to do. Whale watching and swimming with seals. There's so much natural wonders along the coast of South Africa. There's so much. I can probably sit here and chat the entire day with what's good to do in South Africa.
Yeah. Which other cool places would you recommend for visitors here in Port Elizabeth?
One of the coolest and most untouched places that a lot of people don't know and don't tap into. That'll be locals and internationals will be going down to the Wild Coast. From Port Elizabeth east, Port Alfred, Sinsa, Hole in the Wall, Morgan's Bay, the Umtata sort of region going down there. We hear horror stories about it, but it's not like that. Absolutely. You've got to be vigilant and sensible wherever you are in the world, and the same with South Africa as well. You've got to be sensible. Absolutely. But that is very untouched going down there, the Wild Coast. It's absolutely beautiful, beautiful down there.
Okay. Do you transport for every safari here in Port Elizabeth, or you have specific places where you transport people to?
We transport people throughout the entire South Africa. In Port Elizabeth, uh, transport
Yeah.
in terms of vehicles.
Yes.
Yeah, we transport them to game reserves. We transport where they would stay for a few days. We transport them from. We have a service running from the airport to the hotels, to the guest houses. That's the main stream for us, and then normal transfers to game reserves and national parks. Traveling along the end to Jeffreys Basin, Francis Bay, and Tsitsikamma. That's quite popular for us. You know, Traveling quite a bit of guests, international guests from our cruise liners. This is the start of our cruise line season, all the way through to end of May, first week of January. So that's quite a big industry for us, our cruises. So we transport a lot of guests docking off the cruise liners to the various activities along the bay.
Mr. Bosch, how did you get into tour guiding?
A nephew of mine introduced me into tour guiding in 2007, and also Mr. Muhammad Baba gave me the opportunity back then to get into tour guiding and to live out an amazing career. It's such an amazing career for young people, especially local people should tap into this industry. There's so much opportunity for us to get into this industry, and it's a well-oiled industry. Locals should definitely look into it.
Do you have any branches here in South Africa?
Port Elizabeth at this stage is the only branch, but we work in other provinces as well. If we have clientele flying into Cape Town and places like that, we would assist our clients from Cape Town. So at this stage, only Port Elizabeth for now, but if all goes well within the next few years, definitely branching out.
Mr. Bosch, thank you. And how do we contact you for your services?
Well, web page address is www.afridewtours.co.za, and info@afridewtours.co.za is my email address, and you've got my contact number, 078 Afri Dew Tours. Contact us.
Mr. Bosch, thank you for joining us here at the Wireless. That was Mr. Dunell Bosch from Afri Dew Tours telling us a bit more about Afri Dew Tours and its beauty.